Hey you girls, welcome to my channel Motivated and Inspired. My name is Mimi Fitz and it's yet another beautiful day. We're talking about transportation in this episode because transportation is just different from every city in every country across the world. Having lived in 3 countries, I'm here to share with you how it is in UK or in Exeter and how to get a cheaper or a minimum rate for transportation in Exeter. Now, stay tuned. You're welcome back, and as always, if you are new, I do appreciate you for stopping by. If you are a return viewer, thank you very much. I do appreciate you a lot. Smash that like button if you do like this video, and I will encourage you to go through my series or videos or my playlists, check them out. And if you are new and you love this, or you're even old but you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and do share this video so that the important information I share here would reach someone. You don't know how important these information that I share are because maybe you are not in need of them, but other people are so much in need of it. I told you. So please do share them on your platform, someone among your friends that need this message. Okay, so in Ghana, yes, if you're going to Ghana or you're living in Ghana, we all know the best way is to have your own private car. Now, it's not the healthiest way and it's not the most economical way looking at the situation in Ghana and all of that, but it is economical at the same time because you will save a lot of time. And when it comes to comfortability, which other way? It's just the best way to have your own private car. Because there are no good public transport. The cars are not well equipped. Some of them are outdated. There are damages. Some of the drivers will just decide to take a different route instead of the normal route because there is too much traffic. And maybe you are going to alight by the routes that they are dodging. So it's sometimes waste of time and there is no time schedule. We just don't have a proper system and a proper structure when it comes to many stuff as well as public transportation. And we do not even have the government like transportation. No, it's all private sector. So the regulations are also not in place. So it's just chaotic, and so boom into the dustbin just by your own car when you're in Ghana. Then I lived in Spain. Spain. I never ever thought of buying a car in Spain. Never. One, because there was no place to park. And in Ghana, we just park in our homes and it's for free. You can park like 3 or 4 cars in your home. But in Spain, it's flat, okay, and some of them do come with garages, some of them do not, so you have to pay for it and you have to park your car on the street, and there is no way I'm going to spend money, buy a car and park it on the street. Woo! I'm not. So yeah, and then they have extremely, well, compared to Ghana, extremely good public system. Compared to other European countries, I've been told it's not the best. And of course, it's not the best because sometimes there was water leakage in the metro stations and then also in the tram. But there is a good system. It's one of the best system in Europe as far as I'm concerned. So just public is just the best. Okay, it's the best. They are metros, which are the subways. They are called metro underground trains, but they are called metro in Spain. And then we have the tramvia, which is a train, but it works within the city. And then we have the Renfe, which is a train, but works across the city and interregional. So yeah, then we have also the buses. I love buses. And we do have taxis. And the normal taxis, I don't really like them because if you do contact them via the application, wow, Jesus Christ, sometimes they don't show up. The professional services is just work, customer services work in that aspect. But if you're dealing with Cabify, ooh, super great. I was using Cabify while I was in Spain if needed. And because the cars are clean, the service is nice, you're even given water. I just love Cabify. Uber didn't last because, well, there was a conflict, so it didn't last. But Cabify still exists in Spain, and it's the best, depending on the situation. But in most cases, you have the subway, which is the metro, and it's super good. It comes every 4 minutes. So if you're late, you miss it. Well, 5 minutes. You're late, but then missing 5 minutes is nothing. Okay, the buses are great, but they are not very accurate, and Google doesn't give specific time. They can be late, so you cannot really trust the buses. I love taking the buses when I'm not in a rush, so I can have beautiful views, because I just love watching the city and everything, how beautiful it is. So yeah, that's the reason why I would take bus. But when I'm in a hurry, I'm going for the metro. It has stops, you can connect to other cities. It's just great. When I live in Barcelona with public transport, it wasn't a big deal at all. Then UK, I'm living in Exeter. I don't know how the situation is in big cities like Manchester or in London. I don't know. But in Exeter, which happens to be one of the historical cities and one important city because it has got the second most important university in UK or England, here in Exeter. Exeter University is one of the best and expensive uni. So for that reason, therefore, I expect them to have really good public system, but that isn't the case. There is only one train, as far as I'm concerned, that travel to Painting, from Painting to Exmouth. Okay, those are the stops. So I live in Exeter, and I can directly go to 3 stations. One is close to me, 30 minutes walk away from my house, and that is the metro that I take, or the train. That is the train that I take to work. Now, the cost of just one ride, okay, is £5, £5.20, like £5.20, whatever it's called. This is how much you pay for just one ride. Compared to Spain, is 2.50 euros. You know, 2 euros 50 cents. That's what you pay for one ride, and it is in a way that you have so many tickets in Spain. You can buy one for 1 month, and like the options are so many. The options are so many when it comes to traveling tickets compared to Exeter. And then I took also the bus, and return tickets was £6. Okay, £6 for return tickets, which I didn't use it to return because it's total waste of time taking the bus. It takes 49 minutes to get to my work from home. I have to walk like 9 minutes to the station, and then also the bus is not accurately on time compared to the train, which is always like so on time. Okay, so again, return ticket with a bus from Exeter or from where I live, which is Heavy Tree, to Exmouth City, you'll pay £6. And then when I take just one trip to Exmouth by train, I pay £5.20 or whatever, or 5.20 cents. And so in total, if I'm going to Exmouth and returning home, that's almost £10, 50 cents, 40 cents. Like, how much is my salary that I have to spend that much a day? That money will be used for 1 week ticket in Spain. So what is the best way? I see that many people have cars. I've seen that that is the basic reason why a lot of people do have private cars here, also because the cars are cheap, but it's not so good for our environment. That's another topic on its own. So I would prefer public transports this time, because of course I cannot also afford private car. All right, so what did I do? I just realized that first you have to install an application on your phone, which I was also using in Spain, and it's called Trainline. So how do I get a cheaper transportation rate, and what is my option to work? My option is the train, because it's always on time, but it's not reliable. In 2 months, there have been 2 days that I haven't been able to go to work because the train was delaying, and not delaying like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, no, 3 hours. So this has happened twice in 2 months, and so it's not the very best, but they are used to it, because when I told my bosses, they were like, oh, welcome to the UK, welcome to Exeter, and the bullshit with our train. So I know, okay, this does go on often, and they are all used to it. That's why everyone has a car. So even though it's one of the best, I just want you to know that, yeah, it has its own shit, but it's always, if it's going to come on time, it will be on time. It will never arrive late. That's something I do love about it. And how do I get cheaper rates? The first thing is that if you are in Exeter, I don't know about other cities, but if you are in Exeter, this is what you have to do. I went to St. David's, and what you do need is you need to go there with a contract, your residence contract, to prove that you live in Exeter or whatever city you're living in. This card that I have is called Devon and Cornwall Rail Card. So this card, I paid £12 for it. It doesn't have my picture, it doesn't have my residence, it just have the type of card it is, the validation date, the price I paid for it, the issued number, where I purchased it from, and then my full name. So to get this card, you must get it at the station, and you need to go there with your residence contract, because your residence permit does not bear your address. Okay, so you need a contract that proves that indeed you are from the Devon region, or you are a resident of the Devon region. So that's what I did. In some of the cards, if you're buying it for a month, then you do need your picture. You do need a passport picture. Okay, then you have that card and buy the ticket per month. But then if you are just having this card with discount, then it doesn't need that. But you can go there with the necessary things you think you need. But what I know that they will ask for, or what they asked me, was my resident documents that proves that I have a contract and my address is in Exeter. And then I paid for this for £12. Okay, that is done. So you download this application, Trainline, onto your phone, and then you will be purchasing your travel ticket through this application. Why? Because when you are buying it, they will ask you, there's a portion that demands or asks if you do have a rail card. If you do have it, you just choose it, and then the discount that you're supposed to gain from that card will be applied on the price, and you will have a cheap price on off-peak times or off-peak hours. So for example, in my case, my company is very flexible, and they do understand that I live outside the city, which takes 15 minutes by train to get there, and the bus takes like 49. By driving, it takes 15 minutes, 11 to 15 minutes. Okay, so let's buy the ticket, for example. Now, okay, I just put in my address from the bus stop that I will take, and then my destination. Let's just put the dates, which happens to be, let's say, Monday at 8:15. And then I will go to return. I will close from 5. Let's say 5:15. And then, as you can see, this portion, how many people is just me, so 1 adult. And then this portion that says no rail card, I will click on it, and then I will select the rail card that I do have, which is Devon. This is not arranged in alphabetical order, so I have to look for it. Is it? Okay, it is. So Devon is there and it's chosen. So as you can see, Devon and what rate card, and then I'll find time and prices. And here we are. As you can see, it's off-peak hours, and 8:26. I'm going to pay 3.45 cents pound. And what am I saying? Cents pound? Whatever. I need to do a research on this, on those points, whether they are cents or pounds or how they are called. Okay, so these prices are cheap. Let me just proceed. Let's say I'm choosing 8.26, and then the return, I'll also take this. And in total, they have another option that makes you return the same day, but it could be any time. But I don't want that. I know exactly when I'm going to close and when I want to come back home. So I'm choosing 3.45. People, can you see the difference? Like, I was paying 5.20 for just one trip, and now return trip is 3.45, just because I bought
card. And by the way, when you buy this card, they do also give you a cover or a wallet you can put that card into, protect it, because it's just a common paper card. Now, before I continue this video, I just want to tell you that with this card, your spouse, okay, is going to pay £1 whenever they travel with you, as well as your kid. They'll pay £1 when they travel with you and you are with this card. So this is what I love. So like, I went for it. Anyway, so that's the difference. Let's go back to this application and let's assume that I do not have the card, and let's see how much it costs. So we're going back, and I'm just going to take off the red card, same hours, and I will look for time. And you see, this is how much I'm going to pay, 5.30. Okay, I choose the time. It's still 5.30, and that's it. At the end of the day, I'm paying 5.30. If you buy this ticket on this application, it is cheap when you buy it on this application. I used this application whilst I was in Spain to travel from Alicante to Madrid, and it's always cheaper than if you buy it from the main company, Renfe. Okay, it's expensive. It's the same thing here. Now calculate this, like you're saving a lot. If I was paying by buying in the train, which is 5.20 every trip, it means that every day I will spend 10.40 times 5. That's reaching £60 a week to go to work. Like, how much is my salary? And if I was taking return trip, so at the end of the week, I'm paying less than 20. It's between 15 to 19 pounds that I'm paying for per week. For me, that's okay. That makes sense, and I get to work in 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes time, including walking. So for me, that's great. And this is all that I want to share with you. You must always look out for ways that you get like affordable services and affordable prices for whatever service or commodity, because they are there. So you have to look for it. It is only when you're not smart that sometimes you do pay more than you should pay, because you have taxes to pay. Okay, so I hope this information does help you with your transportation and movements here. You can read and check online. They have different cards, even if your kids are teenagers, if your whole family, they have different cards. But this is the card that fits my situation and fits me at this point in time. So this works perfectly. Do enjoy yourself wherever you are. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for supporting. I know you're going to share it. I know you're going to smash the like button. I know you're going to subscribe and turn the notification button on. I will see you in the next video. But before then, be you, be bold, do whatever you want to do. Like, just go ahead and do it. Say whatever you want to say, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But most of all, stay motivated and inspired. I will see you in the next video. Adios.
Stay motivated and inspired.